Hey guys, so I have another what I've been melting video for you. I want to make sure I'm not letting it get too big, too many scents, and I didn't realize how full my basket was. But I also want to go over my molten melts that I've melted already. I'm gonna do that at the end, and I want to talk a little more about them. So I kind of wanted to do this now, and then maybe I can keep it up and do it every couple weeks or so. So just in no particular order, I'm just going to go through everything. The first thing I have here to talk about, I have some VCS, is the first one is the Great Pumpkin. Now, if you see, this is one of her leaves. I cut this one in half and it went into my 20-watt Glade warmer, hot plate warmer, and I liked it. This was probably one of the first scents I melted after I did the last video, so I'm trying to remember how strong it was. Now, I melted that the same day I melted a full leaf in Bride of Frankenstein, and I'm trying to remember that I think my sister came over that day, and I think we both agreed that the Great Pumpkin was stronger than Bride of Frankenstein, because Bride of Frankenstein is apple, blueberry, and wedding cake, and so those are all scents that I really love. But it wasn't quite as strong as the Great Pumpkin. It could have also been of, that I put the Bride of Frankenstein into my 24-watt hot plate warmer, so that could have played a part in it. But they were still good, still really good bakery scents. Today, after I do this video, I'm going to probably melt some more VCS because I have quite a bit to get through. So I kind of want to go digging through my box and see what kind of goodies I can find in there. But I did like these. But like I said, the Great Pumpkin was stronger for me than the Bride of Frankenstein, but they were both still really good. The next thing I have here is Rainbow Melts, and it was in Candyland. Now this is from April, so it's still really strong. It was really sweet, which sometimes too sweet can give me a headache, but this one was fine. I did like it. It's probably not something I would get on the regular because it was more sweet candy sweet. Obviously it's called Candyland, so it wasn't something that I have on a normal basis, especially this time of year. Like, I wouldn't melt something like that except for in the summer. But I'm trying to get through this little basket of wax that I'm trying to melt before I melt anything else, and I'm doing really good about it. It's older wax, plus there's some things that I don't want to just let sit. I'd rather just melt it and see how I like it. That way I know if I want to get it later on down the road or whatever. So that one's nice. I probably would consider that a summer melt though, and if I ever had it again, I would only melt it in the summer. The next thing I have here is from Haley's Heavenly Scents, and it's in Bear Claw. These were like the prim words that she has. They're like rectangulars and they have words etched on them. And this one was good. It's just a basic bakery scent. Like, there was no fruit mixed with it, no anything like that. So it was good on a day where I just wanted the house to smell like I'd been baking, and that was really nice. I can't remember what I melted with that, like in the other warmer that day, but whatever I had, oh, I think it might have been this. We'll see. So we'll talk about it now. This is from Sensationals. It's one of their dual scents, and pumpkin sugar cookies and cinnamon pumpkin. Now, if I remember correctly, and I'm sorry, my memory is kind of shot right now, this smells so good on cold throw. And I think I got about a medium throw. It didn't last very long, but I got about a medium throw of this. And so I think I have a second one. I think about 2 of this because I knew I'd like it. So I do really like that one. The next thing I have here is from Sniff My Tarts, and it's wild berry mousse, lemon meringue, and marshmallow cake. Now, something I have recently discovered from Sniff My Tarts is I love their marshmallow, like, period. Like, it doesn't have to be blended with anything, or I mean, I could have it on its own and it's amazing, or I can have it blended with fruit, or I can have it blended with just bakery. No matter what it's blended with, or even lavender, it is so good. Alright, so the next thing I have is from Up the Creek Scents, and it's Pecan Waffle Cookie Bakery. This one is really good. My sister is really into pumpkin pecan waffles right now, and when she walked in, she thought that's what I had melting, and she was in love with this. And this was so strong you could smell it outside. And so I love scents like that, because then people think I'm baking, or they think that my house just smells good, which when I was melting this, it did smell amazing. So I really like that one. I think that same day I melted another Up the Creek scent, and this one was in Coffee Bean Noel. Now, I really liked this one on on cold sniff, but it was not as strong on warm as I thought it would be. Because I melted it the same day as this, and this overpowered the coffee scent, which I've never really seen before, or had happen. So that one was good. I just wish it would have been stronger. Alright, so the next one is from Rainbow Melts, and this is Crunch Berry Birthday Cake. I was really surprised at how much I liked this one, because I had melted this one before, and it was just okay, but then I melted my last 2 tarts of it, and I really liked it. I had it in my bathroom, which is a smaller area, and I have my 24 watt, one of my 24 watt hot plates in there, and I think it did really well. It filled the whole room nicely, and it was an even, consistent throw all day, and it lasted all day. Like, it was really good. I was surprised by it, and I would definitely order this one again. It was nice. All right, the next one here is, I have one from Sparkle Tarts, and this is with Lavender Apple. Now, Lavender Apple is one of my favorite blends from Front Porch, and so I'm always up to trying it from other vendors. And if I remember correctly, this one was not very strong. It was medium at best, like when it first started, and then it really fizzled out like early. It didn't last very long at all, so it was kind of a disappointment. Not saying that that's all Sparkle Tarts, but this one was not very, didn't live up to what I thought it would. So I will keep you guys posted as I melt more from Sparkle Tarts to see if they're all like that or if it was just that scent. Alright, so the next one I have here, Sassy Girl Aroma in Wild Berry Zucchini Noel. It was just a big chunk of it, and it was really good. I loved this. This is probably one of my favorite blends. One of my favorite blends to get from every vendor, but from Sassy Girl, I feel like it was one of my favorites altogether because it was blended really evenly. The zucchini is not spicy, the wild berry stands out really nice, but the Noel really makes it creamy, so that one was really good. I liked it. Alright, next one I have is Sweet Berry Zucchini from Candles from the Keeping Room, and this one I've had forever, but it still kicked butt. Like, I put 2 of the little bread loaves in my warmer. I think I had it in my 20 watt hot plate warmer, and it held all day. It was really good. So I'm sad that it's gone, but I'm also excited it's gone because I've had it for so long, and I want to get more Candles from the Keeping Room stuff, and so I can't order more from her until all my other stuff's gone, is how I'm seeing it. So speaking of Candles from the Keeping Room, another thing I melted was the last of my apple strudel, but I mixed it this time with Rainbow Melts Gooey Sweet Cookie Bread. Now, I don't know if it was apple strudel that was just kind of throwing it off, but when I've melted this with something before, it was amazing. But when it was melting with this, it wasn't as strong as I was hoping it would be, and it also wasn't quite as good as I was hoping it to be. So this I may melt on its own just to see how I like it. I'm really into bakery scents right now that are just straight bakery, which is funny because I'm not normally like that. I think it was in my last What I've Been Melting video I talked about the Sniff My Tarts. It was like zucchini bread and marshmallow and cake or something, or cookie or something in there. And it was all straight up bakery. There was no fruit, no pink sugar, no nothing. And it was probably my favorite scent of that entire batch of things I talked about. So I'm really into trying to find a just straight up bakery scent that I love, and different blends of it, of just bakery stuff. I don't have a lot of just bakery, so I like to have it on hand for blending, but also just when I want that comfort scent of just smelling like I've been baking all day. So I'm going to try this one next by itself and see how I like it. Alright, so the next things I have here are Haley's Heavenly Scents. I melted all 3 of these yesterday, and they're older scents. I've had these for over a year, and so actually probably just about a year. No, I've had them over a year, and so they still have kick to them. Like, they still have really good scent to them, but I feel like these are like they're like Mary Poppins bags. They're never ending, because I feel like I've already melted so much of all these scents, and yet I still had some left, which was crazy. So the first one I want to talk about is Lemon Berry Cake. Now, the last time I melted the first and second, like the first 2 or 3 times I melted this, I wasn't as impressed with it as I was hoping to be. I love lemon and berry together, and throwing in cake just makes it even sweeter. But this one didn't perform as well as I'd hoped it did. Well, yesterday, because I'm trying to work through this bag of them, I'm like, well, I'm just going to splurge and put some extra donut little shapes in there. I put 4 of these donut shapes in my 24-watt hot plate, and it blew my mind. Like, it was super strong, lasted all day, and even after the warmer was off, it still lingered in the air. Like, it was really nice. And then this morning, I went to go put the wax bowl in the freezer, and I could still smell it, like faintly, but I could still smell it. So I was really excited that finally I realized what you had to do to get really good scent out of this one, and it was to put more of it in. So I love this scent. It's one of my favorites from Haley's Heavenly Scents. Another one I melted yesterday was Grandma's Blueberry Zucchini, which is this. Now, I melted that one in my living room, and I melted this one, Whipped Caramel Cinnamon Latte, in my kitchen. And I don't know if they blended together or if one of them is kind of, because it's older, not so good, but they were super strong, especially the latte one, which I'm used to, but there was just something that almost triggered a headache with me. Like, my head kind of hurt yesterday after I had them on for a while. So I just thought it was weird that they've never given me a headache before, but yesterday I just had like it wasn't a bad one, but it came out of nowhere, which was kind of odd. But they're still good. I still love the scents. And I am hoping, crossing my fingers, I didn't get to place birthday orders like I wanted to in September, but I'm hoping for Black Friday, like as my Christmas gift to myself, I'm hoping to place some wax orders, and my first priority is Haley's Heavenly Scents, because I've wanted to order from her, like a big order, forever now. I have this huge list in my book, and she keeps adding new scents, so I'm just like, I'm never going to catch up. But I have enough, like, on my wish list to where if I were to order every single thing I wanted in just 6-pack of like scallop tarts, it would easily be like $500. It's ridiculous. So I want to at least make a good size order from her for Black Friday or for my Christmas. And then I'll place another one like after the new year maybe, because I love her stuff. She's got so many different shapes, so many scents. Like, it is ridiculous. And but I also have to make room for it. So, all right, so the last things I have here are wait, hold on, I think I lied. All right, no, one more thing before I get into to the last part of it, is something from Ava's Country Cupboard, I Dream in Pink. I was in a pink mood one day, and I just wanted to have pink sugar everywhere. And so I melted this, and it was so good. I love this one. I'm really glad that I have more of it. I don't have as much as I want on hand, but to me that reminds me of Rose Girl's pink ooey gooey sugar cookie, which is pink caramel and sugar cookie. And that's one of my favorite scent blends ever with pink sugar. So I was excited to melt that and see that I like it. I will definitely be getting that in more stock as she loads it. So very good. Okay, so I want to talk about one more thing before I get into the Molten Melts. And I saved this as like the best for last because this scent blew my mind. It is like, it's sitting here in front of me and I can smell it through the wrapper. It's ridiculous. So as most of you know, this is one of Sassy Girl Aroma's, probably her signature scent, and it is everything but her kitchen sink. And I have it in one of these square loaves, and it's so pretty. So I finally cut into it. I let this baby sit for 3 months, okay? 3 months. I don't ever do that. And the only reason I did it is because I didn't have a way to cut it, and I was worried that I was going to ruin it. Well, I finally got a crinkle cutter, so I got this out, and I did it that way. It still fell apart, and so it wasn't pretty when it was going in the dish, but, you know, whatever. So this is pink sugar, vanilla butter fudge, Twinkies. I think there's like marshmallow bomb or something in there. It's just all this bakery goodness with pink sugar. And so when I first ordered this, or got this, I couldn't smell the pink sugar. And so I was like, oh, that kind of bums me out because I was hoping for mostly that. As time went on and this baby cured, every scent in this every single scent in this blend just came out, and it just is so good. I put this in both my warmers in my living room and my kitchen. Started early one day, and it went all day. All day. It was strong, consistent, in your face, and it was amazing. So I shut it off at night, and then in the next morning I was like, okay, I was getting ready to load my dishes into the fridge, or into the freezer, and I smelled it. I'm like, that still smells like it has some scent to it. Let's try it. Sure enough, it lasted a whole nother second day. I can't tell you the last time I had a scent that lasted 2 days, because I usually am lucky if I get a scent to last 6 to 8 hours. So I was ecstatic that it lasted that long. I think it lasted longest in my 20-watt warmer, but still, it lasted 2 days. Like, how awesome is that? So I am in love with this scent. I have to have this on hand at all times. I want to get this in the Danish tray, which is her big one, and just kind of, it's funny because I want to get it in a big amount, but I'm scared to melt it because I don't want it to be gone. Like, I know she'll always have it, but it's just so good. So if you guys have not tried this and you like pink sugar and bakery, definitely get a hold of this. It is so, so good. So I love it. All right, so the last things I have here are most of the Molten Melts I had from that round robin I have to talk about, because I have to tell you, Molten Melts has easily impressed me the most of a vendor in probably the last couple months. And I don't say that lightly, because I know that I love VCS and she has blown my mind with like scents and stuff, but I feel like Molten Melts is one that's under the radar. Like, I don't feel like a lot of people talk about it, and I don't hear a lot of people saying, oh yeah, I placed a Molten Melts order or anything like that. I'm not seeing a lot of videos on it either. So when I got this stuff, I'm just like, oh, I hope they're not duds. Like, I know it's part of a round robin, so I got a good opportunity here, but I'm really hoping to like them. I more than liked them, like, let me tell you. So the first day that I melted anything from Molten Melts, this first one was pumpkin pecan waffles, and this was probably as close to, and you can still smell it here in the cup, it's just like it's still there. It's probably as close to the actual candle that you can get. Like, it is pretty authentic and dead on, and it was really, really yummy. This other one I melted the same day was apple butterscotch Twinkies. Now, this was one of my favorites. This was so strong that my in-laws were over that day, and my father-in-law and my husband were outside. And my father-in-law came in and he asked why I was baking an apple cake. Like, he thought I was baking something with apple because it was so strong and it filtered all the way outside. He loved it. And my father-in-law has never commented on wax that I have melted before, so that was a big deal. All right, so the next one I melted, I think I melted all 3 of these in one day. And that was a good day because everything smelled so good. So the first thing I melted, I put this, which was that pink sheets, so pink sugar and laundry, like laundry fabric softener kind of set, in my bathroom. Oh my word, was it amazing. When I first put it in, I was like, okay, it's kind of light. And I left the room and I was out in the living room doing things. But then I went back in the bathroom a little while later and it was so good. My husband would love that scent. He didn't get to enjoy it because he was gone all day. But I would definitely get more of this just for my bathroom. It was so good. It was mostly like, and see, that's the thing, is I can smell the laundry right now, but I can also smell the pink sugar. Like, that blend is perfect. It is very even, balanced blend, and it is nice for both. Like, if you like laundry scents and pink sugar and you haven't tried Molten Melts, definitely try her pink sheets. It's super good. All right, so the last 2 things I melted from her was I broke into my strawberry satsuma clamshell. I put 2 cubes of this in my 20-watt warmer, 24 hot plate warmer out there, and it was amazing. It was super strong. It threw all day. Very good. And that, of course, that satsuma is that like strongest scent, and it really just like hits you in the face, but it's a really good fresh scent. And then probably my favorite of all of these is this one, and it's the strawberry satsuma cotton candy blend. I put this in my kitchen in my 20 watt hot plate warmer, and it was amazing. This was probably one of the best blended concoctions I've ever had with satsuma because it was so even and balanced. Like, you ever get something where you just know that a certain blend is going to be, or a certain scent is going to overpower the other ones in the blend? Well, that's not the case with this. And so the strawberry and the satsuma and the cotton candy, they all mixed together and they all blended beautifully. Like, this scent was so good. I wanted to spend all day in my kitchen just to be closer to the scent, because this one, my kitchen opens up into my living room, and so when I have a kitchen and a living room scent going at the same time, they kind of have to go together because they're going to blend. And so I put these together so that they would do that, and it was so good. Like, I can't even stop talking about it because I keep telling my sister she's got to check them out. So for me to say that, or what I'm trying to say with that, is that I am very impressed, ridiculously impressed with Molten Melts and how they held their scent for so long, how strong the throw was, and just how authentic they were to what the name was, which is a big thing for me too. So I can't wait to do more or get more from her. I think once I am able to make more wax orders, I'm going to go ahead and place an order with her. I would love to try some of her other scents, because if all these scents that I picked are ones I know I like and I loved them, I want to see what else she offers. But man, were they so good. If you guys have tried Molten Melts before, please pop down below like some of your favorites, or if you've had a good experience with her and stuff. I want to hear more about it. And I also want you guys to let me know if there's something she has I haven't tried that I might like. So, all right, so I tried to make this a short video. Did not happen, so I apologize for that. But that is all I have for what I've been melting. This is probably since the last video until now, so maybe 2 weeks-ish. I am going to put away everything and start fresh with a new basket today. And so I'll try to have another video like this up in maybe 2 weeks. But if you guys have any comments or questions, put them down below and I will answer them as quickly as I can. And I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!